beautiful Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your yearly reading for 2023. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, this is your yearly reading for 2023. I'm going to get your overarching energy first before I connect to an outcome. But just to let you know, of course, as I've already mentioned in the January readings, it is going to be a pretty slow start to the year. Things start to pick up pace when Mars goes direct on the 12th of January, okay? Now, Mars increases passion, amplifies personal power, and Mercury also goes direct as well from the 18th of January. And as a pair, that energy kind of helps you start your inner power, helps you find your voice and find clarity as well. Now, you've got the book and the watch there, so that indicates you're not going to be wasting your time this year. You're definitely going to be focusing on personal development. Just going to, oh no, that's the wrong deck. Sorry, they just said no, 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 and I was wondering why they're saying no. That card that did come out was the Fool card, so you're definitely ready for a new start, ready to elevate. But this is the deck I really wanted. Yeah, knowledge, rebirth, rejuvenation. They want one more, so I will give it. Okay. We've also got the cross. So this is about looking at the sacrifices you've made in order to be where you want to be. Now, the overarching energy, of course, I'm being given an image straight away of daffodils. Okay, now daffodils may have a personal attachment to you for some reason, but daffodils, when I'm picking up the energy, of course, daffodils make me think of spring, but it's about new starts. Daffodils are actually about rebirth energy. I keep coming up, yeah, rebirth energy. Also, it's about blossoming. Oh, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. My guides are giving me that daffodils are a symbol of being a powerful little survivor. A powerful survivor, okay, who has endured a winter storm is what they're giving me. They did actually give me this sentence, but I removed one of the words, just so I'm clear about what I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing your reading. They gave me these words: powerful little survivor who has endured a winter storm. Okay, but I just changed it to powerful survivor who has endured a winter storm. Okay, because I feel like no matter your size, I feel like you're mighty. It doesn't matter. I feel like you're really powerful. So I feel you've gone through some difficult times before 2023, and this is you learning from those experiences in order to change your circumstances for the better, okay? Also they're indicating that it's a sign of perseverance, okay, and shining your wonderful light. If you look at a daffodil, it actually kind of looks like the sun with a trumpet, and the trumpet represents, you know, your personal development. It represents your true calling, and I feel like you're going to be connected to that to find your happiness in the year of 2023. Now, the first card here, we've got book. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, my beautiful Scorpio. This does mean you're going to be very busy, okay? Paperwork, contracts, learning as you go. So some of you may be doing things on the fly, learning by the seat of your pants, but it's going to be very rewarding. So it's going to be a very interesting year. You're going to be very productive. You're going to be, you know, spinning a lot of plates, shall we say, in the best possible way. So you're going to be multitasking. But also the book represents knowledge. So I feel some of you may be connecting to courses of learning. Some of you may put yourself on courses to learn a new hobby, or even personal development, spiritual retreats, things like that. I get, a lot of development for you personally across the board. Also, it says here career, writing, taking a class, education, law. Okay, now some of you, I feel, because of Mercury going direct, you're going to find your voice. So some of you may even be connecting to creative writing, or you may actually connect to writing a screenplay or a book about your life. They always say every person in this lifetime has a book inside them, and you may actually take up that task this year and do some writing about your personal experiences that you could turn into a book or a blog, something where you can help other people, but they pay for it. Perhaps maybe it's something financial that you will put into motion, shall we say, to bring in more money. But I feel more than anything, it's cathartic for you. Okay, I feel there's a lot of purging. But a big year rather for learning. We've also got watch. So you're not wasting your time. It says here, it's time to profit. Divine timing, seize the moment. This is your year. So it indicates that you may have been going through a waiting period. Some of you may have been laid off from work, or you may have had to take up seasonal work or temporary work, but I feel like you're going to profit this year from all the hard work that you've been putting in. It is your time, shall we say. Divine timing is in play, and I do feel there's going to be a lot of opportunities to be very spontaneous and grab the rewards that are available to you because you're worth it and because you worked really hard to get there in the first place. We've also got owls. Okay, now owls are, the birds in the Lenormand deck, and this is all about community. So if you felt like a very solitary energy in 2022, and perhaps you felt a little bit lonely on your journey, or you felt a little bit disconnected on the outskirts looking in, shall we say, I definitely get this sense of you reconnecting to people you haven't seen for a while, but also spending time in good company. Okay, this indicates, community, being with good friends, or making new partnerships, friendships. The owl also is representative of knowledge, so you're going to meet people who vibe at the same frequency of your mind. They're your kind of people, okay? So you're going to really enjoy this. Also, you're going to find in moments of stillness and clarity that knowledge comes to you. So you're going to feel there's going to be lots of pockets, lots of moments where you take time to really pause in order to find a solution to whatever it is that you're thinking about. You will find that knowledge in silence, okay? So just be aware of that. Now, we do have the cross. So collectively, the year 2023 is going to be difficult for pretty much everybody. There's going to be some bumps in the road. Don't get me wrong, we do have Jupiter, planet of good luck, expansion, and opportunity, in play right through to May. Okay, so it is going to be a very profitable time for most people, but I feel you're going to sacrifice a lot of your time and your energy to get those rewards. Okay, so you may be looking at the sacrifice that you've made so far, and you've seen that it's been a struggle, but you're going to see it was worth it. Okay, as you can see there, because the cross is number 36. When you reduce it, 3 plus 6 is 9, the hermit energy. So I feel like you've spent a lot of time before 2023 really focusing on your goals, being a little bit off grid, really working hard in silence. I get this sense that you've been putting on a brave face on things. You've been holding everything together. And, whilst you've been struggling, I feel like you've just been putting a smile on your face and going, yeah, I'm fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Where I feel this year, it really will be fine. Okay. And I feel like the struggle will get a little bit easier, but let's see what happens for you. I mean, as I said, globally, there's going to be some shifts that are going to be very new. And because we've got Saturn in play, and I will talk about planetary alignment in a moment, and it does bring rules and regulations that perhaps we instinctively feel are coming, but they will be implemented. The start of things to come will occur this year. Excuse me. I do apologize. Now, we do have the snake. Now, the snake does represent rebirth, okay? This is a card of you shedding old skin and revitalizing your spirits. Also, it's an indication that you are leaving all that you do not need behind. You may even find that you're going to declutter a lot this year, where you just throw out old clothes that perhaps, you'll gift them to charity, things like that. But I feel you're going to give away things that you perhaps don't need anymore, that you've kept. I feel like you're going to go through old memories and keep the ones that you want to keep, but I feel like you're going to really downsize in terms of products that you have. Also, the snake is number 7, which means it makes you lighter to move forward. Number 7 is you know, the chariot card number, which means forward motion, evolution, and success, triumph. So I feel like you're actually going to move forward quite heavily this year in all your endeavors. Now, I do have to mention that the snake in the Lenormand deck can also represent the unseen. Okay, so let me just get a little bit deeper on what I can see here. Okay, I'm getting 2 energies. One is the more successful you become, the more that you may raise jealousy in others. Okay, so just watch out for that throughout the year. I am going to go deeper each month, but I just want you to be aware of that. There tends to be this saying, it's lonely at the top, and I feel you may find that, but you will actually find your soul tribe at the top, waiting for you to join them. So I feel like you're entering circles, or doors are opening for you in the year of 2023 that perhaps have been shut for you in other years, okay? And I feel like there's people who put in as much effort and sacrifice into things that you do, waiting on the other side. Also, I see that you've made a lot of sacrifices for your family unit, and I feel you will feel appreciated this year for all of your efforts as well. Now, that's your overarching energy. I feel like you're not going to waste your time this year. You're going to be very, very busy and very focused on getting something accomplished. I'm just going to close off the deck and get started. One moment, please. I'm just going to ground my energy. And let us begin for the year ahead. Okay, so as I was saying, January is a pretty kind of slow month, or a slow ease into the month, right up until the 12th. When Mars goes direct. Then we do have a lot of major planetary developments this year. We do have planets shifting signs, 5 planets in particular shifting signs, and that tends to cause a lot of radical change. Now, Saturn and Pluto being the biggest changes, of course. Saturn is all about rules, regulations, obstructions, and you know, it will be moving from Aquarius to Pisces on the 7th of March. Now, Saturn switches signs every 2 to 3 years. It moved into Aquarius in April 2020. And we all know what happened there, okay? But it will be moving into Pisces. So Saturn is to stop something, or to cancel something, or to be disruptive in some way. So it can shake up the typical order of things. It forcefully promotes separation or segregation, or things coming to a halt suddenly, okay? But being in the sign of Aquarius, which of course ruled you know, humanity, social interactions, interventions, independent thinking, things like that. It really affected those areas. But from March, it moves into Pisces, and that energy is all about you focusing on your health, okay? Because Pisces is important for immune system and health and things like that. Also for your goals and dreams. So I feel you're going to be stricter when it comes to you focusing on what it is you want to accomplish. Also, I feel this year will be a better year for people focusing on their health. Okay, so it's important when we hit March, really, for everybody who reads this or listens to this rather, to build a healthy immune system through better diet, exercise routines, you know, good food, rejuvenating sleep, of course, getting out in the sun if possible. As I say that, the sun comes out, okay? Getting into the sun, if possible, for that wonderful vitamin D and all the other vitamins it gives us. Of course, use sun protection and things like that. You don't want to get too much and burn yourself. But that Pisces energy is connected to health. So we may also see some changes within healthcare systems or sectors to bring in better rules and regulations to make sure that there is, I'm getting strong Wheel of Fortune vibes here at the moment. So I'm a Scorpio. I don't want to, you know, get too excited, because when I get strong Wheel of Fortune energy, there normally is some sort of shock with a Scorpio. It's almost like the universe gives something really good, and then it says, and here's a problem to counterbalance it. Scorpios always find their way to having a difficult experience, but let me just move on and power through that. Now, what's really important about Saturn being in Pisces is it gives you an opportunity to release any negative habits that you've got. So if it's, for example, better eating habits. Maybe you're going to be on the wagon this year, for example. You're going to stop those bad habits and you're going to process really deep emotions to have better mental health care, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Oh, 2 cards. We got the Temperance card and we've got the Justice. Now, we didn't have a Wheel of Fortune, so perhaps it's going to come out. I'm just feeling it. I was doing the Leo reading earlier and I said aces, and it kept coming up Ace of Pentacles for Leo. So if you do have placements in Leo, as I always say, then it is worth you checking out that reading. I mean, I always say to get a very broad idea of what is happening for you, check out Sun, Moon, and Rising, because the Sun is all about, you know, the way you move through the world, your sense of self, what happens. Your moon sign is all about your emotional side, the feelings deep within, the energies that are under the surface, things that you're doing on the side that you're not letting anybody know about. And also the rising sign is your approach to various circumstances in your life. So if you don't have time, of course, then connect to one or the other to check out all the readings. But if you do have time, it's worth getting that broad sense of what's going on for the year. And you can always check back in these readings as well as we move throughout the rest of the year. I will be doing monthlies as we go. Now, also just worth noting that Saturn in Pisces rules karma. Okay, so if you've been working really hard, this is the year to reap rewards. If you've been good, bad, or ugly, expect karma to be delivered in your situation. Jupiter changes every year, of course. It goes direct and changes signs every year. It's very positive this year, planet of good luck and wonderful opportunities. It's direct until May. So even though we have lots of fluctuations and lots of changes in terms of world events, and lots of new agendas, shall we say, coming into play or starting to formulate from 2023 right up until 2030 and beyond, maybe even to 2044, because of some very important, powerful planetary placements. I do feel that May, right up until May, you've got Jupiter kind of like softening the blow and there being a lot more reward available to everybody collectively. Uranus goes direct at the end of January. Now that may bring major changes, shocks, and surprises. But as I said, Jupiter is direct. It does soften the blow there. It can be very positive. It brings innovation, opportunity, and it's worth noting as well that even if you feel like a situation is negative or going to work out in a bad way for you, the universe surprises you with it working out better than you expected. So beware of catastrophizing. Now also we do have Pluto, the big one, which governs your sign, my beautiful Scorpio. So you will feel this the most. It moves into Aquarius. So this makes you a little bit more sociable than usual, okay? It also makes you more of a humanitarian. You've got a beautiful, deep heart anyway, so I feel it's important to realize that you're probably going to remain your wonderful self, but you may find yourself doing a little bit more charity work. Now, Pluto moving into Aquarius is a big deal because it changes signs every 10, 15, or 20 years, depending on the placements in the sky. And anything that is hidden or deeply embedded comes to light. Now this could be world events, governmental policies or papers or things like, things that were hidden, that were always thought as a conspiracy theory many, many years ago, decades ago, of course, because remember, Pluto is a very slow moving planet. It will come to light in 2023 and beyond, okay? So it is worth realizing that anything that's been hidden from the collective, because it is moving into Aquarius, it comes to light. So you're going to see a lot more exposés, shall we say, things being exposed in 2023, which will benefit but also cause a lot of friction and a lot of mistrust. And that's globally, okay? Just want you to be aware of that. But in terms of a personal development cycle, it gives you an opportunity to release any lingering situations or issues or persistent problems that you have been experiencing that have caused repetitive cycles. You're detaching from that, okay? And you overcome these in order to make major improvements in your life. So very positive energy. Your first card, however, is the Devil card. Now, this can indicate that you are strongly governed by Capricorn energy. It doesn't mean, that, I'm going to clarify, but it doesn't mean that, that there's going to be a lot of temptation or negative energy about you. It can mean that you're using that Capricorn energy to get really focused on what you want, and it could border on obsession. Okay, so just be mindful of obsession. You don't want to, I mean, being focused is important, but it's more important to make sure that you don't put yourself into bad health, worrying or overworking yourself. So now, some of you may set a lot of intentions to have better eating habits, sleeping patterns, exercise routines. You know, all the intentions that humans kind of say they're going to do, like dry January, things like that. So this could be a very heavy month of you cutting out foods or substances that are bad for you, but there's going to be a lot of temptation. So I feel like you'll pass the test with flying colors, but I do get the sense that whatever you're trying to cut out or resist in the month of January, it's going to tempt you like tenfold. So you're going to have the power of resistance. Now I'm just going to clarify that Devil card for you. Page of Cups. Okay, thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Now, I just see this as being a really positive energy. The Devil card, I'm just going to pull one card in a different deck because I want to see, I'm going to use the uprights and the reversals in this deck, but only the uprights in these decks, okay? Can you please clarify this Devil card for my beautiful Scorpio? New start. Yeah, you're releasing anything negative. So I just wanted to see what the Devil card was for you. You're releasing or liberating yourself from pain, from sadness, from struggle, and you're embracing the new year for what it is, okay? It's an absolute opportunity to rebirth yourself or rejuvenate your spirits, your energy, in order to focus on new events, new paths, new adventures, okay? So I feel like you're setting yourself up. It's almost like January is a preparation month of all the things that you want to do, and February sees you taking that leap of faith and doing it. I see you taking lots of new adventures in February as well. Excuse me. Page of Cups. In January, there's something offered to you straight away, something that you will love doing or that you will love the opportunity. You get really enthusiastic about this. Pages, they bring news, okay, as a messenger on its way to deliver something that will make your heart sing. It comes out of the blue. Pages, you know, as you see, the fish pops out of the blue. Now, this is Pisces energy. So Pisces energy in Saturn is working for you in a very positive sense. Lots of shocks, surprises, you know, expect the unexpected, but it seems to be very positive for you, okay? Page of Cups can also be a card, as I said, of being very altruistic, going out there, helping humanity. Some of you will do charitable work. You may even meet somebody who does a lot of charitable work. Also, I feel in the month of January, you're going to develop your psychic gifts in a more intuitive way, okay? But this is really about you focusing on your inner world and your outer world, your emotions, being receptive to change and releasing all the negative aspects of 2022 and embracing 2023 with an open heart. Because this card is about being open-hearted. It's also about finding your sense of fun, that playful spirit. Because you may have felt in 2022 you were a little bit serious, or you felt you had to be very serious because you had a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. And I feel you're approaching this year with a sense of wanting to bring more excitement, adventure, and good times, also connecting to your personal path, your true calling, because this card is a card of purpose, okay? Following your bliss, following your heart. Now, it's going to be a catalyst month for you. Catalyst month for you, where you find independence and reward. Nine of Pentacles indicates being very self-sufficient and you building a life of luxury. So if you have been struggling with finances or you have been worried about money, I feel like there's an opportunity to change your circumstances and bring more wealth into your world, okay? But I feel most importantly, you are educating yourself on the richness of life. And by that, I mean you're looking at the simple pleasures in life that bring you a sense of reward and feeling rich with the people who are around you. You're being very discerning about the company that you keep, making sure that you only have people who vibe in the same frequency as you. I get this sense of you only connecting to things that feel good or bring you a sense of peace and happiness in the smaller arenas, shall we say, the arena of life. Also, I get this sense with the Nine of Pentacles of you being able to save a little bit more money than you have been able to, because I feel it's more that you're budgeting, okay? So you may have overspent in November and in December is what I'm picking up of 2022, but in January, I feel like you're getting serious about your finances. You're being cautious about what you spend on, and I feel you find yourself very independent and comfortable when it comes to finances as well. But you may actually be curious about doing either a new project or a new career, something that you would love to do that will bring in more money. It may even be a second stream of income that you think about doing, like a side hustle that will actually play out throughout the rest of the year and bring more money. Now, for those of you who are retired, you may be looking at the way you spend money and making sure that you're very balanced in the way that you spend your money, but making sure that you equally get enjoyment and excitement out of your life, like going traveling, because I see in February there's a little bit of travel, or there may be travel plans in play. And I feel there's an opportunity to do something that you love. It may be a hobby, something you're curious about, something you're really enthusiastic about doing. It could be you picking up a new course of learning or a new skill or a craft that sees you being very independent and you really thrive at it. You show your true colors at it as well. But I see you definitely cutting back in terms of finances. Now, when it comes to February, we've got the Fool card. This is about you looking at your potential and realizing that, this is only the start of your journey. For you in particular, my beautiful Scorpio, things really start to hot up I would say mid-January into February. Things start to get moving in the right direction. The Fool card is about having to take a leap of faith, recognizing that perhaps you've been stuck for too long and I feel like you're wanting or you're desiring a new adventure. I feel like you're bored in like a repetitive cycle, or you have been a little bit bored in a repetitive cycle, and you know that things need to change. So you're liberating yourself this year. You're transcending the norm, as it were. So I feel like you're trying to find the adventure in the everyday and make every moment really special. We've got the Fool card in February as well, so I feel there is a potential for new beginnings when it comes to relationships as well, if you're looking for love, because I'm picking up, obviously February is Valentine's Day kind of sector, shall we say, but I feel like there's this sense of independence. You're doing something, going off and doing things on your own, whether it is travel, whether it's a project. I feel this is where you could put yourself in the mix of meeting new people, and there will be a romantic interest in that if you're looking for a relationship. This person becomes your friend first, is what I'm being shown, okay? And that gives a healthy dose of trust, because you're building a relationship from the very ground up. But the decisions you make in February, actually, they ricochet throughout the rest of the year. There's cause and effect happening with that Fool card. Now, they are actually showing me that you are being very optimistic, trusting in the unknown from February. I feel the world is your oyster, so you may make travel plans or may do something exciting, something that you've never done before. You may have even felt like you're taking a risk on it. You may be setting up your own business, becoming an entrepreneur, or you may even step into a leadership position that brings new energy, new rewards, and sets you up for pastures new. Looking at all your cards, you're looking to the future. You're moving on. Some of you may even relocate in February or find a place to relocate. You may move. All these cards are movement cards. Okay, the Fool card is like new journey, new excitement, new adventure. We've got the King of Wands there, which is you are influencing your journey and you're marching to the beat of your own drum there with that card. This is a card of leadership. It's vitality, motivation, being bold to explore new options. So I feel like you're secure enough to use that passion. Your passion is your power. In February, you really come into your own. Things are definitely hotting up for you. Also, the King of Wands, I feel like you become an influencer. So some of you may step into like a teaching arena. You may become a mentor, or you may do something or write something. Remember the book that was at the beginning. You may do something or write something or even say something that influences others in a personal way. Even maybe even in terms of a worldly way. You may have some sort of If, for example, you're setting up your own channel, your own online presence, I feel like it will go global, and I feel like you will influence a lot of people in a very positive way. You inspire people, but I feel like you're going after a goal or a dream at high speed. This is a card of ambition. So it may be that you've got the same goal, but your approach will be different in February, and that sets you apart from everybody. There is ambition and success here, and you're using your intelligence, your passion, and your focus, your confidence to take you to where you want to go. Okay. Also, we've got the Queen of Swords, which really highlights that energy of independence, seeking pastures new. Look at her. She is literally looking through a telescope to look to the future. So as I said, in January, some of you are actually developing your psychic gifts, and you're going to get flashes of, the journey ahead. Trust your intuition. It will never lead you astray. But I feel like you are looking to the future in order to plant roots. So some of you, as I said, will be relocating, or may find a property that you want to relocate to, or you may think even about selling your property if that's the way you want to go. I get this sense the Queen of Swords is an energy of being direct, knowing what you want, not knowing necessarily how you're going to get there, but you've got a plan, and you're trusting that the universe will bring you to where you want to go. So you're being very clever, being very shrewd. You're using the power of your mind and your discernment to say, dear universe, I'm so grateful for all that has come to me so far, and I really wish that I could accomplish this also. I'll take the first step if you meet me halfway. I'm not going to attach myself to the outcome. I trust that you will bring me what I need. The universe will bring you something greater than you expected, but in the same arena of what you were hoping for, okay? So I feel like you get really clear, direct, and focused, and very organized in the month of February. This is a very big month for organization and powering up your energy to get moving on something. So there could be a new project that's got you really excited, or it could be a new job that's offered to you. With the Page of Cups that came earlier, this is an opportunity that is so exciting you grab with both hands. So it could see you having a new status or new responsibility, and even new money. Whatever it does, it actually brings you out of difficulty. Six of Swords is you being guided. So even though you may wonder why this wonderful opportunity has suddenly come your way, and that some of you may even change direction in the month of February, but you will know why you're headed in this direction, because you're exploring new lands. The Six of Swords indicates you've been tested. Okay, and I feel like you're coming out of difficulty now, and you're being redirected towards something greater, something better, something that you deserve, that's more rewarding. Now, when you come to February, you may feel like you're not making progress, especially if some of you are thinking that you're starting to self-evaluate or look at things from a different angle. Your guides want you to be aware you are making progress, okay? And a little bit similar to the Leo reading, as you can see, it's like being guided by the star. Now you're ending up at the star in June position here. So I feel like whatever plans you've got in motion from February, expect the success, the reward, and the accolades, shall we say, the triumph in June. So I do feel like there's a lot of positive energy about you. Emotionally, I feel like you're learning to accept certain emotions within yourself. You're doing a lot of processing, a lot of cathartic energy. There's a lot of purifying about you as well. Detoxifying. I feel like this year is actually about detoxifying, cutting out foods that perhaps have a negative reaction on your body. And I feel like you're going to stick to it, but you will be tempted in January. Just to let you know, the start of it, you'll be tempted. But the Six of Swords indicates that you've gone through a major transition period throughout the last couple of years, and you're coming out the other side. You're coming out rediscovering who you are. And if you felt like your wings have been clipped, I feel like now is your chance to fly, okay? So very positive February for you. It sets you up to come into your own, because by March, we've got the Death card here, which it symbolizes you becoming who you're always meant to become. This is a major month of change for you, okay? New doors are opening to you. I feel like you are suddenly cutting situations out. There may be sudden changes, because they're showing me, they're really highlighting the scythe here for you, which can mean quick changes. And you're ready to take those changes. I feel like you've been organized by this point, and you're ready to be flexible with what life has to offer. But I definitely see lots of new doors opening to you in March, and you walking straight through them, walking straight on into perhaps opportunities that have been off limits for you, or meeting people that perhaps you felt were not within your reach. I feel like you're far reaching in this year, a lot more positive energy here. Also, this is a card of rebirth, letting go of old relationships, outgrown situations, because you're bringing in new opportunities. You've made a decision. That Queen of Swords indicates you've made a decision, and now you're powering on through, and you are keeping to your word. Your word is your bond, okay? Now, I'm just going to clarify this death card to see what it means for you, because of course it's a Scorpio card, so I really feel like it's a true power month for you, where you come into your own. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? Power play. Look at that. 5 of Wands. Putting yourself in a really good position. 10 of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. And the Knight of Swords. So you're making radical lifestyle changes. I also see this being a major month where you really start to manage your stress levels, okay? It's almost like if you've got a decision to make, you're making it with style and panache. If March was all about a poker game for you, I feel like you're holding your own, you're being really calm, you're making the right decisions, you're making the right moves, and I feel like you're making changes to put yourself in a really good position to have these lifestyle changes. Okay, the 5 of Wands is a card of creative brainstorming. What's the right move next? Okay, if you imagine like chess, it's like making your move towards getting your desires. So you may be wondering, what is your next move in your plans? So I feel like you're getting focused and organized at the beginning of the year. Also, the 5 of Wands is it's a card of competition, shall we say. And I feel like you are looking at what you have to offer that other people don't. So rather than thinking about what you feel like you lack or doubting your wonderful skills, I feel like you're actually realizing what you have to offer that other people don't, that puts you ahead of the competition. So if you're launching a new business, for example, in the month of February, because the Fool card is to launch something or to take a new experience. Some of you may be setting up your own business or launching a new brand, or even just changing the way that you work. And it may make people look at you like, huh, Scorpio's changing lanes here. They're going places that I want to go, and they may want to hold on to your coattails, and they may try to present themselves as competition, but they're no competition for where you're going, my beautiful Scorpio. With the Knight of Swords, this indicates you accomplish the goal, you do what you set out to do, and you're the one making waves. You're the one who's bold enough to make these moves. Other people just don't have that courage that you have in order, and also you've got that poker face about you where nobody knows what your next move is, and they can't identify it, and that puts you in a really strong position, okay? But because you're making major changes, this is a big change month. I mean, all these cards are to change, okay? This is to change position, okay? In order to put yourself in a different position. Perhaps it's about one-upmanship, or making a move that puts you in a very clever position to hold your own within a status or a game. The 10 of Swords is like mental anxiety, but I'm going to clarify those two cards just to see if you are releasing, because that 10 of Swords came up for you earlier, which indicates you're making some sort of new start, and it may feel very frustrating. Some of you may relocate in terms of home or job or even country. You may decide to relocate across seas. You may even bring a little bit more travel into your life, and whilst the organization of it may feel a little bit frustrating, I feel like it's in order to make sure that you are happy, because as you can see with the Knight of Swords, she's literally painting out the cloud. So you're removing anything that has the potential to make you feel bad or make you, get in the way of your happiness, because clouds, they get into the way of the sun, of course, and the sun is the most happiest, positive, successful card of the deck. So you're removing anything that has the potential to get in your way, shall we say. Also, clouds are all about uncertainty. So you're removing uncertainty from your position as well by putting yourself in a very powerful position. There may be a power play or something like that in the month of, March. Now we've got the Hierophant, which is all about learning, but it's also about contracts, the establishment. So if you work for an environment where there is a hierarchy, they will notice your efforts, And although you may be a little bit nervous, this could be a month where you are elevated into a new status, or where it's solidified. You get a contract, for example. This is an overall month to have faith, okay? Yeah, have faith during uncertain times. The knowledge will come to you. There is much hidden in the month of March that will bring much change. But intuitively, you follow your hunches and you will be ahead of the curve. So I definitely feel ahead of the curve energy for you there. The Chariot card, yeah, you're going places, you're ahead of the curve, you will triumph. I mean, there's 3 major arcanas. I pulled from the whole deck. So March is a big month for you. Whenever you get minor arcanas like the Knight of Swords or the Five of Wands, these are the details. But overarching energy indicates your knowledge during uncertain times puts you ahead of the curve. You are successful, you are triumphant, you're making moves that you will be proud of. You're successful and you're accomplishing great things. Some of you may move home because I keep getting the sense of moving boxes and removal vans and things like that. So that's not going to be for all of you, but I definitely get a sense that a majority energy of you will be thinking about moving home at the beginning of the year, okay? Also, the Chariot card for those who are retired, I feel like you are connecting to travel, okay? Big travel month, but I feel like you change the way that you travel. Okay, I feel there may be a few delays, but you may shake up the way you travel. So if you normally are a person who goes by air, for example, you may book a cruise, or you may take a long distance train journey. So I feel like you're doing something different because I feel like this year you just don't want to be stuck in a rut or routine or a cycle of repeat. Also, I feel like you will meet someone in the month of March that helps change your perspective on life. This is someone who is an ally, someone you can rely on. So this could be a new person, or it could be someone that you already know who proves themselves to be very trustworthy. And I feel like they do you a good turn, or they teach you something. They give you a piece of information that is valuable to your journey, okay? But I really feel like you're in control and you're coming into your own in the month of March there. Now, it is worth recognizing that, of course, we do have Pluto moving into Aquarius, which will really affect you, shall we say, heavily. So if anybody has been holding secrets back from you, I feel all of that comes to light in the month of March as well, and into April. So I'm just feeling that energy. Now, this is the cosmos. So again, this is the second time you have had a clock appear in your reading for 2023. So I feel like you're having a better sense of schedule. You don't want to waste your time. You're not going to be procrastinating this year. I feel like you're really on it, but in the best possible way, okay? The cosmos is all about your journey. It's about you connecting to the universal energies to make things happen. So whenever you get the Cosmos card, it's like the World card, but it's not quite. It's like one after the World card, which indicates after the World, which is like a new cycle, there's this otherworldly magic where things happen out of the blue. So I would say expect the unexpected. There's going to be many opportunities for wishes to come true in this month for you in April, okay? As you can see, there's the stars. Okay, stars represent healing, but also stars are aligning for opportunities to present themselves to you in the month of April for change and elevation. There's a staircase towards awakening, so a very spiritual month as well. But I feel this is the month for that window of opportunity for you, where you're going to be a little bit more spontaneous in the month of April, and you're going to grab everything that life has to offer. Now, in terms of global events, I'm picking up an energy of you may hear, or we may all hear, of some sort of change in April 2023 regarding space travel, or, well, dare I say it, time travel? Interdimensional travel. There may be something that comes to light, documents perhaps of certain companies that have been looking into that, investigating it, or developing things. We may hear something major around about April regarding those things, whether you believe in it or not. There may be like a big story in the news of some sort of breakthrough that will help with, I keep wanting to say time travel, even though my mind goes, oh yeah, that's the stuff of novels and things like that. But is it CERN? in Switzerland and things like that. Time, it may even be like particle travel, time travel for particles. It may not be that they can like beam us up somewhere in terms of our bodies, but they're just showing me like atoms or small particles being able to be moved from A to B. This may be something that's already possible or plausible, but they make a real breakthrough in that this year. That's what I'm picking up, and it may filter out into news outlets round about April. Okay, so watch out for that. That's what's coming through there. Two of Pentacles, very busy, very productive, trying to find balance. Knight of Swords again. This is a big year for you for changing things to make things easier. So I feel like you've struggled a lot, and this year you're like, no, it's not that you want the easy route, although that would be nice. I feel like you're finding ways to meet challenges head on and resolve them quicker and easier than usual. Okay, so I feel, nothing's going to get in the way of your happiness is what I'm feeling here, especially since the next card is the Sun. So there's some sort of success coming for you as you move into May, but I feel like there's a window of opportunity that helps you elevate and your personal power becomes available. Even more apparent, shall we say. Two of Pentacles is, of course, about finding balance between work and play. It's important to have that sense of balance because you cannot manifest without being in a harmonious position in your mind and in your heart. So with this Two of Pentacles, I see you doing a lot of multitasking. You're very, very busy. I do feel like there's lots of opportunities for you and you don't want to waste your time. So you may find yourself rushing around a lot in the month of April to get stuff done, especially since we got the Knight of Swords as well. It indicates very fast energy, but I feel like things are gathering momentum. You are just like a warrior on autopilot doing, and I feel don't go too quickly though. You may miss something. So is it less speed, more haste, or less haste, more speed? I'm not sure what it is, what the sentence is, but they're actually giving me this indication that you are going to hear some good news about something that you've been juggling. It's like, it could be this second stream of income, could be this something you've been engineering or planning, some sort of part of a plan or a project. You hear good news about it. It's all coming together, okay? Knight of Swords, I've already indicated that you're going to see lots of feathers in April as well, is what they're showing me. Now, you could have got that message for any other month as well because the Knight of Swords showed up, but they're showing me in particular, April, look out for feathers because your guides are around you. They're protecting you, redirecting you. They're helping you on your journey. You are here to make things happen in 2023. There's no doubt about it, okay? Now, also, the Knight of Swords can be an indication to broaden your perspectives or broaden your mind. So this can be a very strong month for you developing your intelligence, being in deep analysis, shall we say, maybe even, because I feel like you're clear on what you want, but I feel like you discover something or you've got something else on the go where you actually, like some of you, for example, may take a course in tarot or scrying or divining tools or even things like meditation in order to maintain some sort of focus on the spiritual realm and connect to source in a deeper way. We've got the Magician card, so I would say April is a very strong month for manifestation for you. The law of attraction is working for you. Thoughts are becoming things. Now, I cannot say this enough. I always say thoughts become things, but it's so important for you to realize the power of your mind is infinite, okay? Now, of course, there's lots of things to disrupt or dissuade or just take us off course or off our journey. Things like, social media sometimes. Social media is a wonderful tool, but sometimes it can also hinder us. It can lead to procrastination. I feel this year you're not going to be procrastinating. I feel like you're going to be very busy in the most positive way. But I feel also that you're disconnecting from negative cycles or clickbait news articles that, those articles where it says, oh my gosh, the world is ending tomorrow. And you click on it, it's like a story that's not really even about the world ending at all. It's just that they wanted to get your attention, so they get the numbers to click on it. I feel like you're avoiding all of that because you want peace of mind and focus on things that really matter in your life. The Magician card indicates also you are so talented and gifted at what you do. And I feel like you move forward with a talent, a creative skill that you've got. It could be a second stream of income. Okay, so whether you're retired or not, I get this sense of you doing something that you love that's very creative and you've got a real flair for it, and it actually can be financially rewarding. It can take in a little bit of more money is what I get here as well. I feel like you got a lot of options available to you in the month of April, and whatever you focus on, that is the thing that will attract good luck, wealth, opportunity, and whatever it is your heart desires, because this is a card of achievement. Okay, it is a card, it's like a potent message of your own personal magic and your manifesting abilities. So I feel now is the time to seek your intentions, or really focus on your intentions in April, because they're going to show up for you, okay, and bring major lifestyle changes as well. I feel like in the first part of the year, you're actually finding your voice as well. Around about February, March, April, you're finding your voice. And that could be infiltrated into your work in some way. Now, as we move into May, we've got the sun. Now, this is very positive. This is about success, reward, things flourishing for you. You know, if you've sown a seed and you've been putting lots of time, care, devotion, and sacrifice into creating something, the sun is something that you've been building coming to a point of fruition or reward, some sort of abundance, shall we say. So with the sun here, I feel like this is about you taking stock of yourself and your sense of self and achievement. There's lots to be grateful for, but also lots for you to be proud of, okay? Also with the sun card, I feel like something you've been building will put you in a really good light, or will see you being favorable amongst your peers. You have real influence this year. This is a card of power, okay? This is a card of happiness. This is a card of celebration and family. So I do feel like there's a lot of good times happening for you in May. Let's clarify the details on that, because it's a very successful month, okay? And you're having quite a few. I would definitely say that March, April, I would say is very productive, very successful month. I mean, you keep getting the same cards, my beautiful Scorpio. You've got the King of Wands. So this is about marching to the beat of your own drum, independence, stepping into leadership positions, being in a position of power, okay? It's about your experience. Some of you may write about your experience as well. If you're retired, you may decide to do that, okay? But you may do it like go traveling and do it. Write about your experience as well. You know, like go on like a writer's retreat type thing, or even a spiritual retreat where you document your experience. But for the rest of you, I get this new ideas leading to a lot more success. Ace of Swords, real breakthrough month, clarity. This is like fate intervening to show you the law of karma, good karma headed in your direction. Okay, so lots of new ideas. I would also say, excuse me, some of you, if you've been having like an ongoing unwellness, or you've been waiting for a procedure to come to a head, you've been waiting to get a date for it, you may find that there is a perfect opportunity for you to have a procedure in May, okay? And you will be strong enough to take that head on. And I feel like the power of rejuvenation is very strong within you as well for healing, because I mean, the next month is healing. Okay, so we've got the star energy. So I would say some of you, if you know that you've been waiting for procedure, I know since we've all had like the pandemic, there's been a backlog of procedures for a lot of ailments, and if yours has been also delayed, I feel that you will around about May, you'll either have a letter for it or you'll have it in May, and I feel like it will work out in your favor. And the star energy indicates recuperation, healing, and just processing and just taking it easy to get back to your optimum health. Okay, that's not going to resonate for everyone. I would say don't be worried about health, because I'm not seeing any negative health cards here at all. Okay, what I do see is major breakthroughs on ideas, and I feel you're taking accountability for your success, because you know that if you sit there and just do nothing, nothing's going to happen. But if you think about what you want and then take action and go after the thing that you desire, the universe will meet you halfway and will send you towards your successful opportunity. So I feel all elements are in play in the month of May for you to be at optimum success, reward and good times. You're overcoming obstacles. This is also a month where your mind will be on point. It'll be sharp as a tack. So I feel very witty, someone who is, which is you always, my beautiful Scorpio. You always have those witty quips that you come out with. But I feel like your words are your power. Okay, I feel like your words have the power to make or break a situation in May. Let me see if I'm getting anything else as well from this. Some of you may get a spiritual epiphany, an awakening is what they're showing me with the Sun card, the King of Wands. This can be like your influence to open your mind spiritually. So whether that's on a spiritual retreat or you have a sudden realization, like a breakthrough moment, an aha moment in the month of May that helps you move forward on something that you felt a little bit stuck on. I feel like if you're wrestling with a conundrum or you're trying to work something out, you will unlock the answer in the month of May. Okay, so look out for that. For some of you, because it's not that you're not focused on love, I get this sense of ambition, of you wanting new adventures to keep life interesting and to make major changes that put you in optimum health. And you know, I see you getting back to nature. I see you wanting to live closely to the elements. And I feel your focus seems to be more about that. How can you enjoy the little things in life? And I feel if some of you have not got love, I do feel if you haven't got a relationship just yet, I feel like you are hopeful. You will meet somebody, that's for sure. It will blossom into something very passionate. Now this person could have very strong Pisces in their chart, but also very strong Aries in their chart. There may also be a bit of air there as well. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy is coming through as well for you. So this person, they're very all-rounded. They got wonderful new ideas. They're very passionate, very romantic. They sweep you off your feet kind of energy. But you will find a solid foundation with this person also. Okay, they're very they wear their heart on their sleeve. There's someone who has got a very good position in their life as well. They know where they want to go. Okay, they're very open about that as well. This person is not a person who keeps secrets. They're a sort of person who is really honest and open and says what they want, which is really refreshing in this day and age. It doesn't happen often. So this is a really interesting person to connect to. If you're in a relationship already, I feel like you and this person, you're making big lifestyle changes together. And I feel like there's a window of opportunity for you and your person to go on some sort of big trip or make some sort of major change. Either transformation in the way that you work, there may be some sort of travel related, maybe even a distance between you at some point. I mean, this also came up briefly in the Leo reading. So again, as I always say, if you've got Leo placements, there may be something in that reading for you also. Now we've got the star energy. This is your pinnacle month of success, reward, acknowledgement for all that you do, okay? This is a gift from the universe where a wish is delivered for you. Now the star energy, it occurs in June. Now this is a very positive month for you. There's a lot of hope. There's a brighter future to look forward to because some sort of good news gets delivered in this month in particular, okay? So this is a month, I mean, you've got manifestation month and then the delivery. Okay, so I definitely see that with the star energy, this is a month of joy, of acknowledgement, people appreciating your skills, you standing out from the crowd, you know, a lot of success here. But also I feel like there's a new version of yourself. You've been going through major changes, and some of you, now this may not resonate for all of you, but there may be something in terms of your body that you actually change. Okay, so it could be I'll pull a card on it in a moment. It could be like some of you decide to get a tattoo, or some of you decide to shake up your and revamp your look or add to your wardrobe. Some of you may get a piercing, or some of you may be literally going through a change in life, a change in cycle. Some of you may be going through the menopause or something like that. So, or going through puberty. I just get this sense of there's being some sort of bodily change around about this time period, okay? So I'm just going to pull a card on that for you with this deck. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Temperance card. Yeah, mixing things up. Okay, this is about merging energies, you know, making something special, really connecting to your sense of identity, something that makes you happy, whatever it is. I mean, of course, things like the menopause may not make you feel happy, but I feel like you find balance within, I mean, this could be a card of hormonal balance, right? Trying to find the right balance between your hormones. So I really get this sense of you trying something new or trying something that will actually feel really good about yourself eventually. Let me just pull one more. Three of Pentacles. Okay, Three of Pentacles, it could be like an external source or third-party situation where you get some really good advice from someone, or someone, you know, if you, I don't know, if you watch some of those videos, they teach you how to do your makeup, or they teach you how to revamp your hair, you know, all those wonderful things that you see on social media. It could be like a third party kind of inspires you to do that. But I see your sense of individuality where people are talking about these changes that you're making, and I feel like they're really in awe of you. They're really talking about you behind your back, where they really appreciate you. You stand out from the crowd, okay, with this, whatever it is. As you can see, those two figures there, they're talking about this one figure that's standing up, elevated on that bench there. So it could be to do with your work as well, where, you know, you are set apart from the team as being successful or being a master or mistress of your craft, and you're rewarded for it. The Temperance card is all about reward, transition, and, you know, things blending together to create something magical. You normally see on the Temperance card like this, the water being blended, and there's always a pathway right towards the sun. Okay, so I feel this is going to make you happy, whatever this is. But I do see this could be a very strong month for healing and awakening. The 2 months together, there's a lot of light in your chart. Okay, so much light going on for your year ahead. A lot of philosophical energy as well. Okay, Three of Pentacles also indicates engineering. You know, you kind of like planning something. Could be a project, could be your talent, could be a craft, you being creative in some way. Could even be you consulting somebody regarding something personal to you. And I feel like you find a way towards clarity, new ideas, and you embrace these changes that bring such a positive shift. It's like a new version of you in this month where you come into your own. Now I'm just going to pull a card on the star energy for you. Hierophant. Okay, so this is about your knowledge. Also, this is about people in positions of power, noticing what you're about, elevating you. We've got Three of Cups again, so this indicates, you know, celebration. Because you've got two major arcanas here, this is a big month. Okay, I feel passion is your power, strength puts you in a very good position. This is also about self-care. Okay, so you may even change something within to do with your body to make sure you've got self-care going on. The Hierophant is, of course, about knowledge or mentorship or learning. So as I said, someone or somebody may influence you in some way. But what I do see with the Hierophant card is two things, actually. One is using your knowledge to branch out or do something bold and different that sets you apart from other people. I also see that being very rewarding. I see you using your knowledge in order to elevate yourself. And I see some of you putting yourself on a course of learning to get new skills to help you keep life interesting, but also keep you developing because you're a forward-moving sign. I definitely see you being very sociable in the month of June as well. Connecting to friends, letting your hair down. I mean, as soon as you've had this success, whatever this is that's coming in, this really great news, I definitely see you going out and celebrating a win, shall we say. But I feel people in positions of power, hierarchy, because the Hierophant is all about the hierarchy of a system. If you work for a company or even if you work for yourself, the people in your sector who have influence will notice you and want to elevate you. There's something to celebrate here for you. The Strength card also indicates overcoming struggles and being in a really good position of power. Okay, and we've also got the Three of Cups, something to celebrate. I feel like you're not the sort of person, my beautiful Scorpio, to jump through hoops for other people. I feel like people gravitate towards your intensity because you are magnetic. Okay, there's this energy about you where you may not talk about what you're up to. There's something mysterious about you, even though you may not understand it yourself. There's just something energetically different about the way that you conduct yourself. And I feel like you draw people in. And this month in particular, you're going to be drawing people in towards your success and towards having good times with you. Okay, so it's a very positive month. And if you put yourself on a course of learning, you will meet friends for life, is what I'm picking up as well. Now, 3 of Cups can also mean better luck. Okay, I feel like better luck is coming for you. I feel like you're being also very cautious about your spending habits throughout the year. And I feel like you're building your knowledge and your power in that month in particular. That puts you in a great position. So I do get this sense of you elevating. So you may hear about a promotion or a raise, or you may step into a leadership position that brings more responsibility round about July. Okay, now this is the Emperor card, which is about planning, structure. So you're getting serious or strict. You're refocusing in the month of July. So I feel like you've been pretty organized throughout the first part of the year, and I feel like you have a couple of wins along the way. I see 3 months in particular that there's something to celebrate in a very big way, shall we say. Major awakening, new ideas, fresh new approach, and a new plan, or a tweaking of your plan, shall we say, in July. And with this, you're in a really good position of power. The Emperor card is protecting what you've already worked for, what you've already worked hard for, but it's also about success and structure. You're not letting this success go to your head, basically. You're aware that there is more success to be had. So I feel like you're knuckling down. You're not just sitting back and relaxing. You're getting organized again, and you're moving forward towards your next goal. This is about expanding an empire or expanding a business. So some of you may be connecting to that sense of being in control and, you know, elevating, freeing yourself up and using your schedule to benefit you. So more time for you, more time for travel. I feel like you're seeing the bigger picture, okay? Now, for those of you who are retired, I feel like the Emperor card is all about you protecting what you've worked really hard for. So you may get a little bit more organized on pensions, or there may be some kind of thing that you have to fill in regarding your pension in this month, because I'm picking up strong pension energy there. This is a card of being strict with yourself. Okay, so I'm just going to pull some cards and see why you're being strict or why you're being a little bit more. I mean, also with the Emperor card, it can mean that there are some rules and regulations brought in by government figures that may affect you in some way in July. So let me just clarify what that is for you. Lifestyle changes. This Knight of Swords keeps popping up for you. You're not letting anything get in the way of your goals. So even if there's rules and regulations, you will find a way to legally, and I just stress that again, legally find your way to accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. Look at that, King of Pentacles. You are in a very strong position to bring in more wealth. You're at the top of your game. That is success. This is making the changes necessary to put yourself in a position of respect and of abundance, ambition. Okay, so it is business. It will also be a month of administrative tasks. So even if you're retired, you're going to be busy doing bits and pieces, projects that you're connected to, paperwork, things like that. You're going to be very practical. So I would pay close attention to your mail in this month in particular, because there may be something that pertains to money or your finances or your plans regarding your finances that may affect you. For example, when I say rules and regulations, it could be that there could be some tax changes or some inflation changes around about then, or it could even be that your bank is making changes regarding interest rates or fees, late fees or something like that. So I would watch out. This is a month for change regarding your finances. But I feel you're in a great position. You're attracting wealth. You're making good decisions. And I feel like you're using your intelligence and your know-how to totally boss up. Okay, so lots of success, reward. And that Knight of Swords indicates that you are getting constant news of wins, things that you're changing. You're being very flexible this year in order to, power up, shall we say. Now, as we move into August, we got the Hermit. Interesting. Most signs are getting the Hermit card around about this time, which means and relax. It's a very busy year, but as August approaches, some of you may take some time away, or you may want to recharge your batteries, okay? The Hermit card is all about philosophical questions, going inwards for answers. So I definitely see some of you being more spiritually minded, connecting to source, and reaching for the star again, desiring that success again. So you are contemplating new goals, new approaches in order to move forward and keep life interesting. Also, the Hermit energy indicates, you don't want to burn yourself out. You may feel fed up with the hustle bustle of the way things are going because you've been very busy, and things come to a climax, shall we say, in the month of July for you. So August is like a treat to yourself where you just take a step back and relax. So let's see the Hermit for you. I feel there's a lot of inward thinking, a lot of taking some time out so that you can really reflect on what your heart wants you to know. Also, I feel like you find an alternative way of doing things. That change in direction, okay? And powering up your energy. Queen of Wands is about your personal power, your personal magnetism, but it's also about you powering up, okay? Your passion is your power. So I feel with the Queen of Wands also, this can mean that some of you, you've been very busy. There's loads of bees there, as you can see, and perhaps you've been connecting to a lot of people. You really need to take it some time to withdraw. It doesn't mean you're not going to see people in the month of August, but I feel like you're maybe seeking the sun, because the sunflower actually follows the sun throughout the day. So I feel like, again, you're seeking the sun, you're seeking light, you're trying to be as positive as possible, and you can't help but stand out from the crowd. Look at the peacock there. That represents, attractiveness, magnetic power. So you attracting a lot of opportunity and love, if that's what you're hoping for, even flirtations. But I really get this sense of your confidence being powered up so that you can get going again and move on to the next goal. Some of you, as I said, may even take some sort of travel or towards the sun, or maybe even relocate where you're connected to nature or in the sun, okay? The Chariot card indicates a breakthrough. It's like your success allows you to take a moment of pause to reflect on your win, and then you move on. You're getting lots of major arcana cards, and I'm shuffling a full-on deck. So this is a big year for success, reward, accomplishment, feeling proud of yourself, and also spiritual development, okay, and personal development as well. Now, as we move on into September, we have the Lovers card. So things come to a climax in terms of relationships. If you're in a relationship, I feel like you solidify your love for each other. And if you're still looking for love by then, although I feel like you have a real potential to meet someone in February, okay, that will move throughout the year with you, I feel like you deepen your connection with this person. This is a soulmate. The Lovers card at grassroots, though, is about the law of attraction. You being in a cycle of receptivity to open your heart to whatever it is you truly desire, okay? So you're matching the frequency of what you desire. Also, the Lovers card is about choice. So I feel like you have a lot of options in the month, or a big decision to make in the month of September that will actually help you move forward towards 2024, okay? So let's see what that's all about for you. I feel like there is a lot of love for you in the month of September. People are going to show their appreciation. I even see a gift coming your way, even though it's, you keep getting the King of Wands. King of Wands, Knight of Swords, these are the cards that you are living your life by in the month, in the year of 2023. Passion, power, movement forward, and change. So I really feel that this is like such an intense year for you. Eight of Cups. Whoa, okay. And the Hierophant. Don't forget the Hierophant. A year of knowledge. So we've got double 8 here. So lots of synchronistic numbers. You're going to see a lot of double numbers as you move throughout September. They're actually showing me 5-5 for you as well as 8-8. Even though you don't have a 5 here, they show me in the water 5-5. And this is these are numbers of overcoming challenges or obstacles. The Eight of Cups indicates you're walking away from anything that emotionally no longer serves you. You're going on a real journey of discovery. And I feel like that filters over from August, okay? So some of you, as I said, may take yourself on a spiritual retreat, even a yoga retreat or a Pilates, somewhere where you enrich your mind and you really discover more about yourself, okay? The Eight of Cups is also a card to restart a journey. So you've taken a bit of time out. So with the, as you move into September, you're restarting your journey, okay? You're in a transition period where you're freeing yourself up, and it is a card of changing direction. So with the Eight of Wands, you're still elevating. You may change your approach or a direction in some area of your life, but it's rewarding and you're protected in whatever direction you go in. Things start to move quicker in this month. Even though we've slowed down in August, things start to pick up pace again in September for you. And there's good news. This is a really good news month. This card literally means good news rushing in that helps you elevate higher and puts you in a position of protection and reward. Also, it's a card of going places. So again, it may be a very busy month. The King of Wands indicates you are influencing these changes. They're not happening to you. You are happening to life, okay? So again, I feel like you are taking the initiative to be bold and make new strides in the year, just to keep things interesting, because you are an ever-evolving sign. But I feel like you're in a position of power, success, reward, and influence throughout the year that seems to filter out into each month. And again, another major arcana card, the Hierophant, learning. You're going to be learning so much about yourself and your direction, your personal development, and your purpose in the year of 2023. And I feel like the year that you have this year, 2023, this is the year that you will talk about with your grandchildren, should you ever have some, okay? This is the year that will be so full of twists and turns, ups and downs, successes, rewards, and spontaneity that you will talk about this year going forward. And your future self will be proud of all the efforts you put into this year. You're getting the Big 10. Look at that. This is about leaving a legacy. So some of you, you may capitalize more on your pensions if you're retired, or you may have more money to save in your pensions. You're making really good decisions for the home space. Also, I feel like you're planting roots, okay? You may be really making a mark on your home or doing a bit of DIY in this month as well, reshuffling things around just to in the home space, just to make things feel refreshed and not stagnant. I'm getting this sense of loyalty, settling down into a high level commitment relationship, maybe even getting married. You've got two cards here of marriage. So if you've already in a relationship with someone and you haven't got engaged yet, or your person just popped the question perhaps, you may actually decide to get married in September. Okay, this is a very strong month for getting married. Very positive energy there. It could also mean that you connect to some sort of contract that brings in more money. So it could be that you're offered a brand deal, or you're offered a higher position. I know there's two opportunities this year, major opportunities for you to be promoted or to move into a new sector that brings more status, more power, and more finances. And this is a power month for you as you move forward. You may walk away from something. So you may walk away from a previous position because you feel like you've hit a plateau or you've actually hit a glass ceiling, but you step right into a better opportunity, okay? Now, as we move into the month of October, courage. Now, this is about self-care, self-respect, and building healthy boundaries. But it is also a card of you being bold. Whenever you get the Strength card, because that's what it is, a Strength card, you are a force to be reckoned with. And I feel like you're doing things that are bold across the year, okay? And this month is no different. Normally, the Strength card has the figure putting a hand in the lion's mouth. And I feel like you're doing something really risky or daring, but you're seeing the bigger picture. And I feel like you're allowing yourself to take that calculated risk in order to thrive in a circumstance, because it's like to overcome a difficulty. And also it's a card of being flexible, even though you're in a position of leadership. The world events, there may be some uncertainty around about this month, and I feel like the energies of courage are required for a more peaceful state of mind. Yeah, look at that. Nine of Swords, peaceful state of mind. So I feel you're having the courage to overcome anxiety. You're going to manage your stress levels. There's something here that may worry you. Okay, so I'm definitely picking that up. Can you show me a little bit more? Hangman, wait. I mean, the next month over, you've got the Hangman, so wait. So something may be announced. This may be globally, that makes you feel a little bit anxious. Nine of Wands may make you think that perhaps there may be a period of struggle, but you're not giving up on something. I mean, look at this. As I said, numerical synchronicity from the month of September, and you've got 999, okay? 999 tends to mean that you're putting yourself in a really good position, and you may actually see 999, you know, quite a lot in September, October months as well. Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands. This indicates something you're worried about, something you're struggling towards doing. You're being cautious about it, okay? So the Hangman does say approach slowly. So whatever it is that you're being bold with, okay, this could be a new job, it could be a new way of living, it could be the way you approach a person. I feel be diplomatic, but it's rewarding, whatever it is, okay? Because roses tend to represent, you know, the thorns. It's difficult to pick, but it's rewarding. I mean, personally, I would never pick flowers. I'd rather have them live their cycle and just enjoy viewing them and smelling them from, you know, their position in the ground. I don't need to take them into the home space because I love things to live. But I feel whatever it is that you're working hard towards or has been difficult to accomplish, it's rewarding. And you may look back on this moment and think, I did it. Wow, that was difficult, but I did it. Better sleep patterns in this month, so important, okay? Because you're going to need that energy to carry you through the rest of the year. Hangman says go slowly, see things from a new perspective. There may be an easier way of doing whatever it is you are doing. So you won't have to worry so much, okay? I'm going to go one more card because the Nine of Cups there says you get a wish delivered. Everything you've been working towards works in your favor, okay? This is a card of being proud of yourself, being satisfied, there being more pleasure. You know, for example, you may be working within a saturated market and you may feel like there's a lot of competition, but you will be successful. You will lead the good life. You will be so proud of all the efforts that you put in there. But this is a card of really focusing on your well-being. So if, for example, this is a month where perhaps there may be a bit of anxiety or you may have some sleepless nights, your sleeping patterns may be out of sync, okay? And with the Nine of Wands there, it can be a caution of you burning yourself out, overworking yourself. So I just want to pull a quick card to clarify because I feel this is a real month to be activating self-care routines, really focusing on them. Of course, building healthy boundaries is important. But things like, you know, detaching yourself from fear, anxiety, also, you know, walk away. There we go. If it's not emotionally rewarding, walk away from it. Detachment. Eight of Cups, okay? I always say that anyone who has the courage to walk away from something that is not fulfilling or is not rewarding or is not meant to be on your path, you are rewarded with the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfilled. And you've had, you know, September and October, they are months where you decide to walk away from something for good because it just doesn't feel right or it doesn't vibe with you anymore. And the Nine of Cups says, wow, you did that. You had the courage to do that. You are rewarded. So I do feel there's something positive headed in your direction because of it. Seven of Wands. They're indicating you're not giving up on something. So it could be that, for example, you're in a position in a career and you know you want to elevate, but there's no room to elevate. And even though you love your job, you may be like, well, you know what, I've got to a point in my career where I want to expand. So you may source other opportunities that bring in more money, more enjoyment, but you're not giving up on your goals or dreams. This indicates you're still going. Don't give up. There may be a little bit of frustration because you have to make some sort of adjustment, but I feel that you are still going to be at the top of the competition. Okay, you keep going. But this also with this, I feel this would be a month where you would also be prone to getting a seasonal cold. So watch out for that as well. So they want better sleeping patterns. You're close to burnout in this month. And the Seven of Wands indicates, you know, just be a little bit mindful about your immune system, getting your vitamins and exercise, the sun, all of that, if possible. So I feel the Hangman is like pause, okay? And it's like take things slow, take things easy. There is purpose in patience, and you will see why, okay? Now, as we move into November, the Hangman is, of course, parent, which means purpose in patience. This is about seeing things from a different viewpoint. You're in a really good position. She's sitting on a chair there. Things may feel like they've been turned upside down because of the month of October, because there's something, I can't quite put my finger on it. There's something in terms of world events that are outside yourself that you cannot change. Okay, and I always say this, if there's something you cannot physically change, my beautiful Scorpio, don't worry about it because you can't change it. So don't waste your energy worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. So I feel like that's what we're dealing with here. I'm just going to pull a card. Can you please clarify what this thing is? Seven of Pentacles. It may be you're working really hard for something and it just doesn't feel as rewarding, or you're finding an alternative way of doing something and it worries you because you're making a change. It could be to affect your finances. It could also be something like inflation nibbling away at your finances and realizing that your money isn't going as far as it used to. With the Hermit energy, I feel like take some time to reflect. They're saying take a pause. Be careful with your spending habits. I'll just go one more. You will find an idea that helps you. I mean, all of the cards, it doesn't matter how many cards I take out. Four Swords, rest, take a step back. Hermit energy, pause, you know, really go inwards for reflection. So I feel this is an indication that, you know, there's something beyond your circumstances. And it may be one person who's in a position of power. This could be an older person. And I'm talking about a governmental figure who's an older person who makes some sort of decision that affects finances. It could be even a transition. Oh, I don't want to go there because, thank you so much, I'm so grateful. I don't really want to go there because my readings are not politically centered. Not because I don't want them to be, it's just that it changes the frequency that I'm on when I'm connecting to things. Okay, I'll say it, all right? But I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm only giving you what I'm getting in the scrying, okay? This period could see things like digital currency coming on in, or at least being presented to humanity, okay? Because I see a governmental figure who is older in age, someone who presents themselves as wise and knowledgeable, making adjustments in the financial arena, okay? And that may affect your finances or the exchange rate, shall we say, a fluctuation. And it may make you feel a bit worried, but they're indicating just take a pause, reflect. You will find a way to put yourself in a really good position. So I'm just highlighting that now for you. Now let me just pull one more card on that Hanged Human. Because November is your birthday month. Well, October into November is your birthday month. So you may see yourself taking a bit of downtime, letting your hair down, relaxing a little bit more. Seven of Cups, options. But it's also about using the power of your imagination because thoughts become things. That's why they don't want you to worry, because catastrophizing attracts the catastrophe, right? So it's important to remember that focus on your goals and your wishes, and what you are connecting to, you will open yourself up to your visions and your desires. Your dreams will start to come true. Also, this could be a strong month where there's envy for your success. I'm going to go one more on this for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Needles. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? Nine of Pentacles, financially stable, sufficient, more money coming on in. You building a life of comfort based on your choices, but you may need some time to reflect on those choices before you move forward. Some of you may, see more money come in from your independent financial dealings. Now, these may be, of course, in terms of, I don't really know anything about stock markets and things like that, but you may have dealings in those areas, or you may have set up an independent business. You'll see a lot of reward come from those industries that you've connected yourself to. I definitely see your dreams or your visions become a reality and set yourself up for a life of comfort. So I feel like you're in a really good position no matter what the external environment is doing. I feel that there is peace, reward, and I just see a lot of you eating more organic type food or growing your own food. That's what I'm seeing here as well. Nine of Pentacles is about being cautious about your spending habits. So I feel like you're being very discerning about what you spend, just to make sure that you put yourself in a really good position to be flexible regardless of what changes are occurring around you. And finally, we end the year on balance, harmony, and adjustments. So whatever is announced globally in the month of sort of October, November, you make the adjustments in December, okay? So I feel like you find balance, harmony, and peace because you start to work things out from a viewpoint where it works for you, shall we say. Now, the Temperance card, of course, is all about being in life's flow, mixing things up to make an adjustment. You are left in December, you're leaving the year on like a cliffhanger almost, where you have to make some adjustments or you have to make a decision on how you proceed in the year ahead. Okay, so let's see what that's all about. Also, I feel December is a really good karma month for you, okay, because I feel like your patience pays off. Right? It's like just under the wire in December, your patience pays off, your hard work, your determination pays off. So let's see what December, Three of Cups, celebration, reward, good news, better opportunities, letting your hair down, people coming together for good times. But this is a card of community as well. And this is a card of relief. Okay, so I feel like something that you've been worrying about is like, phew, the worst did not occur. So I actually get this sense of relief about you as well. Four of Pentacles, you're secure. Okay, some of you, as I said, may have had a major relocation in 2023 where you actually have a wonderful new home and you feel secure and you've made it your own, shall we say. Also, the Four of Pentacles indicates that you have more savings, you have more control of your life, and you're stable, okay? I see you in a really good position as you leave 2023. Also, we've got the Ten of Cups, which is happy family, happy energy, harmony, success overall. You know, the Ten of Cups is like the conclusion of a cycle. It's fulfillment, okay? You are happy, you are proud of yourself, and for some of you, as I said, you'll be settling down, having a family, or getting married, and if you are just dating somebody new, you will move in with this person, probably just before December, actually. Ten of Cups, though, indicates a period of calm. Okay, looking to the future with excitement. Whenever you get a Temperance card, you need two things really. When you're blending energies or all those ingredients within yourself to make something special, two ingredients, sun and rain, it makes the rainbow. And I feel all that the rain is the difficulty, the hardship, the sacrifice, the blood, sweat, and tears that you've put into whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. And of course, the sun is, it changes it into sweet reward. The rainbow is something unique that you're creating. And I feel like you and your family will leave on a high note in the month of December. Knight of Wands indicates you're determined for a new adventure. So you're looking forward in December right to the next year. You can't wait to start new goals and be on the move again. This is a card of having the courage to, embark on a new adventure or explore what 2024 could have in store for you. You're always enterprising. You're always using your brilliant mind to move yourself forward and be daring. You're doing things differently, and that is your superpower. Also, when you get the Knight of Wands, this is about your visions becoming a reality, okay? As I said earlier, you're not the sort of person to jump through hoops for anybody but yourself, okay? So I feel like you are jumping through your own hoops. You're marching to the beat of your own drum. You're stretching yourself. You're stimulating your path to make sure it's interesting and exciting. Now, before I go, I'm just picking up on being headstrong, being determined, being unstoppable in your power. And I feel like it's a really exciting month for you. This could be very creative endeavor, financial reward, just peaceful, settling in for the holidays and going out and having fun and letting your hair down. So really positive month in December. Now, whenever I see a year that is so positive like that, being a Scorpio, you'll understand this because I'm a Scorpio, I'm a little bit suspicious. It's like, okay, everything's really positive. What's the negative? So I'm just going to do one more before I go. A lot of you are going to say, okay, stress, managing your stress levels. Okay. I just want to see, you know, because not everything is positive. Okay, you got 2 10s. They're indicating it's not just going to be all sweetness and light. Yes, it's going to be hard work. And yes, there's going to be moments where you have to really manage your stress levels and your anxiety, okay? You're going to work hard. It's going to be very productive, but you're going to blossom and thrive. And as you can see, the sun is starting to rise on the horizon. So I feel like everything is coming to divine order. Things are working in your favor, but 2 10s indicates you're ready for fresh new energy, a fresh new approach. And whilst it will be difficult, it will be rewarding. Okay, so I'm just going to get a final card before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please, you know, I keep seeing, what is it, that otter, like a sea otter? I keep seeing the sea otter card. Is that, nope. They don't want that one. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know? Oh, wow, that's too many. I'm just going to check to see if they want them all. No, too many. I've actually hurt my back and my hand in the last couple of weeks. So I'm just taking it easy to, I'm just going to get that card. One moment, please. Giraffe, visionary. Because I keep seeing the sea otter in the water there, okay, sea otter is about happiness. So I'm just going to show you that card because they keep showing it to me. Oh, is that the, oh, I just picked it out straight away. Sea otter, happiness. Be the master of playful living, release expectation and enjoy every day. Let worry go, instead choose love. Surrender to the waves, your good destiny of love is sure. Okay, I just wanted to show it to you because they keep showing it to me in the water. Okay, these otters may be a symbol for you that you will see throughout the year as well. But look out for daffodils and feathers. We got giraffe, visionary. So you're looking to the future. And it says here, rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. Okay. Also, giraffes, they've got that wonderful long neck, so they're able to spot any obstacles or danger or difficult situations a mile away, okay? So I feel like you are able to tackle that head on. Also, we've got dog friend. Now, this is about using your instincts and that you've got good friends and a good support network around you, okay? Also, I feel like you'll be meeting new people. You're going to be a little bit more sociable this year. Believe it or not, Scorpio. And, you know, this is pack animal. So I feel like sticking together is important. It says, today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. So, you know, I literally feel round about February, you're choosing to be happy. You're choosing to be bold and see what may come your way, and you're trusting in the universe. But your instincts are also bringing you towards the reward. I feel like you're going to be like a dog with a bone, okay? I feel like you're not going to give up on it until you get it. And I feel also you may work hard in silence in some areas because I feel like you may keep things off grid so that people do not, how can I put that? Betray your confidence. But I feel like your success will speak for itself. Now, I'm just going to get a final trinket before we close. Butterfly, transformation. Of course, Scorpio, you always get the butterfly, right? Now, butterflies are so interesting. It's all about transformation, rebirth, and being able to fly, becoming, okay? But people don't realize that the caterpillar doesn't just go into the chrysalis and then just suddenly become the butterfly. It actually dissolves its sense of self. And I feel the last couple of years for you, my beautiful Scorpio, you may have felt that you have dissolved your sense of self. You've been going through the greatest transformation of all. And 2023, believe it or not, is going to be a very positive year for you. Yes, there's going to be a lot of hard work. Yes, you may feel burnt out along the way, but everything you're achieving and striving for will work out in your favor, and it will be so worth it, okay? So enjoy your transformation, beautiful souls. I'll still be along with you every step of the way. So we shall all rise and thrive together, okay? I'll leave it there, my beautiful Scorpio. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Scorpio. Love and light.